Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cabin in the Woods. Uh Now that it's a new year, I was just thinking like if you're like me and you're going through stuff in real life and it's a lot and it's feeling like too much, just so you know, you're not alone. There's a lot of us out there and it's tough, but I had to keep telling myself today just take it one day at a time. Just one day at a time. Stop stressing about the future, you know what I mean? So I hope that whatever you're going through, you can, you go through it your own way. And you don't have too much pressure from people around you. But not to start on a grim note. Let's just sit here, forget about real life, know what I'm saying, for like half an hour and just live in imaginary ghost times, whatever. Can't even think of anything, but let's just enjoy ourselves for once. And boop. Top 10 scary ghost videos for toilet viewing? Okay, well, whatever. However you want to watch, that's your choice. Make sure your doors are locked. And that you checked your closets.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard. But they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Doneen and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal, and then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out. Come on. Come out. Come. DJ. Come on out.
Shut up.
Come on.
I think that's someone pranking them.
What's wrong with you? Huh? What?
The
think
creepy
someone's
voice
pranking
seems to
them.
mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
Come on out. Why not? Yeah, come on out. Come on. Come on out. Yeah, let's leave. Just go grab that gun. No. Yeah, no problem.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, "Wanna play?" And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Doneen shows them the footage that she has recorded. The officers scout through the bushes, looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone in the bushes. Doneen says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained. Many video commenters believe that this could be some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve. But what do you think this creepy voice could be?
That's obviously somebody trolling them. It could have been someone's radio. And they just threw it in there. And they're talking with a little radio. Maybe the cops didn't see it because it was nighttime and it's a big field, so. And I'm surprised that, like, native people would actually go out and check this kind of stuff, because usually they're very spiritual and get freaked out. Like, I think, like, they don't like people whistling around them and stuff like that. Obviously, it's probably different for different areas and different people and different tribes, right? They're not all the same, but yeah, it's kind of, it would be really creepy, but at the same time, I think it's just a prank. Someone trying to prank them, I mean, or bug them.
Hiding among the graves. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
What is it? Come here. Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
I'm scared.
Scared of what?
What is the shadow?
What girl shadow?
What's that? Behind the tree.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom. When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind the tree. The face seems to be translucent, as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it. So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom, Savannah, isn't sure what to think of this creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is.
I don't think it's a face.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5,
I think it's just cars driving past making it look like a face. And a little girl with a big imagination.
he has no idea who or what this is. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And maybe it's an optical illusion and the little girl saw the face too. Because of the way the trees. But I mean, you think they would have seen that when they went to visit her brother's grave before? So.
you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Prized possession. This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal by guest and paranormal investigator Antonio Zamudio. On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale. The little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all night and talking to the little doll. After hearing unexplained voices in their house, Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But the doll mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and installs several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep.
Ew.
The static camera recording the hallway catches something downright chilling.
What the? Is it just getting pulled by a string?
Soon after the
Yeah,
boy
it
falls
is.
asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom.
At first it looked like it was
and the family
walking.
are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever.
But then you can kind of see that the doll, it kind of looked like the doll was walking, right? So it was creepy at first, but then if you look at it again, you can see the feet was dragging in behind. So it was just pulled.
Sense. So could the doll be possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here? Let me know. Unstable. This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV.
Hey, Bronson. Where'd you go? You coming up here? Come on. You come here with your mom? Wow. Did you eat your food? Are you my good little boy? I wish you could see him. Alright, come on up here. Come on. Okay, come on. Go lay down then. Go lay down, Beb. I just took him out and everything. He's fine. Go lay down. He's just bored. Oh, good boy. You might be able to see him. He's right here. There, you can see him. Hey, little Brycey. It's kind of dark. Okay.
TV camera, and then all hell breaks loose.
Oh my God. What?
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
What? Is there a mouse or something? Poor baby. Maybe that horse is scared of the other horse?
The horse lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mention that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here.
Also, you can't. So I don't know anything about horses, and I've never been around horses really. So I don't know how they act around stalls and how, you know. So I can't tell you. I have no freaking idea. Yeah, it's really weird. But to me personally, it feels like maybe that horse is a little aggressive and was like going after the other horse and the other horse was scared. I don't know their history. I don't know their horse history, so I don't know.
And maybe
Hopefully they're
this
okay,
horse
though.
just randomly lost its damn mind. The passenger. Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the...
Oh, whoa, what the hell did I click on? What the hell?
And she has no idea who, something... then makes happen here. And maybe this horse just... he'll never... of the road who needs a lift. From Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Saan po kay ma'am? Scott Barrio? Sige po.
Where was she going? You didn't ask for an address?
Wala. Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay, shit. Ay. Wala. Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko.
The door just closed again?
Diyos ko.
What?
May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay
When-
kanina pero bakit nawala?
Wouldn't you stop your car and like leave the car and look? Whoa, why are you spinning your wheel so much? What are you doing?
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city.
Okay, they
After a
did give
short
an
drive, he
address.
looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car. She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here? The thing in the
I don't know.
caves. Nuke Stop 5-year Raul Garcia
Feels weird.
Ogando reached out to me about something that his son caught on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas.
My brain's just kind of like moving on.
Did you
Oh,
see it?
that's a person. Blur.
As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness of the cave. Raul
Wow, nice freaking fake laugh there to freak us out even more. Huh. That looks like an actual person. I don't know.
hiding in the darkness.
There's no head, though. What else does it look like? That's what I'm trying to think, right? What else does this look like? This looks like... no head. Shoulders pushing or holding on to this thing. Bending over a little bit. You can see feet. and holding on to this thing. Maybe the head is... I don't know.
Of the cave. Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time and didn't notice the figure until they looked back at their videos later. So what is this? Let me know.
I don't know. Oh, I see it.
In the mirror.
I see it.
Morocco.
I see it now.
The figure until they look back at their videos later. So what is this?
I finally see it. Okay, so here we go. That's the face. That's the ear. That's the hair. And there's a bun. Right? A bun. Face looking down. The eyes. The eye here. Eye here. Shoulders. Right? Hands holding that bag. And legs and feet. It looks like just a person.
Let me know.
I mean, I don't know.
A mystery in the mirror in Morocco.
I wasn't there, so I can't tell you.
Reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace and her husband are at the Riyadh Laroussa Hotel in Fez, Morocco. Grace decides to take a video of the beautiful 17th century palace-style interior. What happens next is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside. We're now heading to the... Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
What?
A man appears out of nowhere, startling Grace so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
Or recording him.
Oh, sorry.
Now
Came up the
here's where it
stairs.
gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the wall in front of them. But there's no man. Then in a
Well, he's not
split
in the
second,
shot
the man
yet.
appears right in front of her, standing quietly.
Well, he just
Grace
went up
then
the
turns
stairs.
towards the exit, and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there.
Because that's not the
She
side
turns
that he's
around and the
on.
man is gone.
Yeah, he
Now,
went up the
finally,
stairs.
perhaps this is just normal camera blur. But when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right.
Alright, this is a little
But
far-fetched.
You decide on this. So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera? Could this be a so-called glitch in the Matrix? Either way, let me know what you think.
Oh, there it is.
Far-fetched.
Oh, sorry.
Your car's extended Gen warranty. Popular Jordanian paranormal investigator Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere when suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
سيارتي بتزمر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
I have that same flashlight, I'm pretty sure. It's a really good flashlight. I need to take it out of my backpack.
Now obviously Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm and he heads back to check it out. What happens next was all captured live on Snapchat.
On Snapchat?
يرجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله أنا خايف أكون ورا السيارة. يهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم.
That was cut.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
That would have jump scared me.
Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah.
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the out of him. He eventually regains his composure, but when he looks around the car, he finds nothing.
Here's a question. Why is he so freaked out by looking around that corner? It's like he's expecting something to be there. It was his car alarm. It could have been anywhere around his car. Yet he didn't check anywhere around. He only checked that corner. And then all of a sudden someone jumps up at him. Alright. It's just a person. Turn the camera fast so he can't see anything. You think he'd be a lot more scared if that happened?
This isn't the end.
بس يا رب هو يكون. طب خليني السيارة تشتغل يعني. ايه؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. Hey!
Someone stole his car. Come on, man. You can turn the light off when the door opens, right? So someone could have left.
هاي في طبع عدين اخوانا وكلبه وما بعرف. بسم الله. السيارة شغالة يا اخوان. لا اله الا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hassan's car seems to just drive away on its own, eventually coming to a stop a little way down the road. Hassan is shocked by the bizarre experience as he once again finds no one in or around his car. The investigator has had enough. He ends his live stream and drives home, presumably wanting to be sure that his car doesn't just drive home without him. So did Hassan capture creepy Jinn activity live on camera?
No.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
This one's
You
way too
decide.
fake.
The Old Sacred Heart. Restaurant employee Nikki works at Ozone Pizza, located
Nice
in the
glasses.
old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh my god, speaking of where he works, the pizza place, I've been getting some job notifications on the job bank thing in Canada, that's what's called, for like jobs that come out because we all got laid off. If you haven't heard, a newspaper company bought us out and laid us all off in December, and after being there for 7 years. So right now I'm just waiting for unemployment insurance to kick in and try and help me out until I can find a job, you know. It's been 3 weeks with no money, so I'm pretty far behind on bills, but it's nothing I can do. Like, anyways, being in this small town, there's not much. But yeah, I was getting job postings, and some of them are like, oh, you make $75,000 a year, but you have to, you had to be a politician. I'm like, why the hell am I getting politician job alerts? Like, what's going on? Like, I have it filtered to like front desk and office administrative stuff, what I'm able to do. And like, I'm getting all these random things like driver, freaking like a heavy like delivery driver for like big machine stuff. I was like, why am I getting this? Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Hospital was built way back in 1915, and except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty. It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night and Nicky decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his co-workers after their shift. That's when the group spots something very creepy.
Oh my God! You see it? It had arms.
Grace, it had arms.
No, those are arms.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a real person.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms.
He said dead ass.
No, those are arms.
It's probably a security guard.
No, no. I don't care. Those are arms.
Yeah, I put the other hat on, I see it. That's f***ing arms.
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could be. Nicky and his friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital. And a close-up of their capture does indeed look a bit like a thin woman who could be dressed in a nun's habit. But again, I ask, what do you think this is? You decide. The dark thing in the basement. TikTok.
If it's an old place where nuns used to live, there might be a nun outfit hanging up somewheres on a mannequin. Maybe people go in there, like, I don't know, they should be like, hey, no, there's no tourists that go there, it's abandoned, look inside, there's nothing inside, this is weird. But you don't know what's inside, so it's tough. Like, it's easy to get freaked out. I'm not saying they're wrong, I'm saying, like, in the moment they were probably freaked out and believed it.
User Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement.
Turtle.
Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement, and I swear I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but
I didn't see anything, Nuke. You're stressing me out with your sound booms.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know. Maybe some tips, advice would help out. I can't really see anything, but there's no one in here.
Did you see it? As Will walks downstairs into his basement, someone can be seen standing inside his bathtub, weirdly just facing the wall. When Will looks back into the bathroom about 30 seconds later, the figure has completely disappeared.
And the bathtub
Will
is
says
empty.
that he's done several paranormal investigations at his local cemetery, and he believes something might have followed him home.
Well, if that's real, then hopefully not, because that's freaking terrifying, and that's what terrifies me, and is stopping me from doing anything like that right now. Mainly because it really freaks me out and freaks with my mind. In another way, it's kind of weird that only a couple of rooms in the basement don't have power. That's kind of sketchy in my mind. It's a little bit too convenient. Know what I'm saying? So that's a no from me.
But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Thanks so much for watching. As always, my schedule is weird, so please hit subscribe and also hit the little bell notification icon so you never miss a video. Follow me on the socials if you've got some random comments, because most of the time I answer.
I follow him on all the socials. Time for the comments. Oh wait, let me make sure I like the video. Didn't expect Gollum. Yeah, the first one, the bush people. These 3 things will keep Nukes king of Paranormal Review Hill. And, okay, even if most of these videos are fake, you're still entertaining. Yeah, exactly. For the stables, it is weird for the horse to outright burst through his stall suddenly. But his visit to the other horse, that's a mare. Those are either I'm annoyed at you, mare noises, or she's in heat. I figured it was a heat thing, yeah. And is putting the flirt on, seeing as he's trying to get into the stall with her. I'm leaning towards a romantic midnight meetup between the two. The possible stud isn't angry, his ears are up and isn't attacking. Okay. The mare is annoyed or excited that he's here and making noise about it. I feel bad for the owner who has to now try and get the stud off the gate though. Hope the possible stud isn't hurt from his romantic endeavors. Yeah, hopefully the horses are okay, honestly. 4 weeks, I hope everything is okay. The doll running has to be exactly how I picture objects moving on their own. Unknown to common knowledge, Baguio City is actually one of the most haunted cities in the Philippines. As someone who grew up there, I can attest to it. Diplomat Hotel is probably the most well-known haunted place there. But us local fear other places like Teachers Camp, Locan Road, Hyatt Hotel, where it once stood, South Drive, White House, and many more where it is far more haunted. I dare ghost hunters to visit those places or probably one of our public schools. Jesus. Only channel that I actually get creeped out. Check new videos. The panic with Jarek seems so unreal, so real. You can tell he almost logged down, started driving. Blah. No, I disagree. I'm checking for new videos. Okay, no. Someone who is currently sitting on the toilet, I can confirm. Wow. Jump scare in Hassan's video is no. First one was uploaded on Facebook not too long ago. Our people hear and deal with these things a lot. We are told never to go outside at night. Exactly, that's what I thought. Even open your door if you hear knocks. Sometimes, though, you just gotta take control of the situation, tell frig off. Yeah, okay. A theory on the first one. Unseen voice is an escaped parrot. Oh, maybe it is an escaped parrot. That's true. Dude sure is calm as frig for someone who just had their car driven away, not knowing if he'll be stranded or not. Yeah, I agree. One more comment. Here's a simple solution, possible solution for the man in the hotel lobby. He was entering the hotel as they were leaving, so came around. Yeah, exactly. He just continued past her. Yeah, that was obvious. Like, to me also. I'm sure it was obvious to you guys too. Like, it's some stuff is just, you know, he puts everything out there because you never know, and that's what's fun with him. He doesn't judge it. He just says, hey, here's the footage. I enhanced it. You decide if you believe it or not. Which I would love to see a podcast or something of him, episodes of him rewatching all of his old videos and turning it into new content, telling us if he actually believes it or not, right? That'd be really cool. I like that a lot. But that's it. That's all. I hope you enjoyed this with me. Hopefully I can post a little bit more often if things don't get too crazy over here. Basically, I just record these when I can because I enjoy doing it. I don't want to take this as a job and force myself to be like, hey, every Monday you have to record this. Every Tuesday you have to record this. You know, I'm not on the schedule. It's just when I'm like, okay, I feel like recording a bunch of these videos and, you know, hanging around and getting spooked with people, then I do it. So, I'll see you next time and sweet nightmares.